Scott, thank you very much for the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to first, once again, and always start by saying thank you to everybody for coming in and giving us your time. We know that your time is valuable, and myself, Brad, everybody at Trade Ideas want to fill that up with entertaining content that is meaningful. That's what we're going to do today. But first, Brad, tell me what this is.
This is our standard disclaimer that you should probably know by heart right now. Simply put, guys, we are a technology company. We create fantastic software that looks at the stock market, but we are not a registered investment advisor. Do not look to us for investment advice. We don't know anything about your capital size. We're just looking for great ideas in the market.
Correct. Nothing that you're going to hear from myself, Brad, Scott, Barry, or anybody at Trade Ideas or on our website is any kind of a solicitation to buy or sell securities or any kind of formal advice. So let's move on. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Dan.
What's going on? Now, look, guys, what we're excited about at Trade Ideas is two things. Not only providing you good technology, because, oh my God, Brad, do you remember when we did the Dukes of Hazzard episode of the Q&A session?
How could I forget?
Nobody can forget that one. Do you recall that I said on that one that was the best one that we've ever done?
Are you going to outdo yourself here?
We're about to outdo that one. But this is so germane because, Brad, you know, we didn't create this one right now. This meme has been around for 6 months. That's how long we've been telling you guys. And if you've been following us on like our podcast, by the way, because I want to talk about like this whole thing. It's not just some sort of like sales pitch to get you guys to pony up your credit card. It's about a philosophy. And what we're saying is we love the market in such a way as that we want to guide you to where we think at least the returns are. And Brad, have we not been saying this for a long time?
Well, I mean, no doubt we've been saying it for a long time, but it's even more interesting than that because, you know, if you have an understanding of what the Facebook chart looks like in particular on a daily long-term chart, this kind of information was being called out as this stock was making all-time highs. So
that's right.
Yeah.
And in other words, the opportunities to exit were so good. And if you were listening to what we've been saying, all I'm trying to kind of give you guys is that it's not just about the tech pitch. It's about being at the right place, being at the right time. That's what the technology is about. Vantage point information. And we have been talking about what just happened today for a long, long time. And I just want to make sure, do you guys, the people that are here, you've heard it, haven't you? You've heard what we've been saying. I don't need Brad to yes man me. Is that right? Thank you, Waleed. Thank you for yes-manning me, Waleed. See, Brad, I don't need you.
Well, I mean, the reality is it's all archived. It's not.
It's all archived. That's right. You can go to these videos where, you know, it's funny because you sound crazy until it's too late. And they're like, man, that damn guy, you know, maybe his delivery's a little off. I don't know. Oh, he tries to use humor. That's weird. Anyways, the point is, guys, when you work with us, we try to deliver very serious information in ways that kind of stays in. And as it turns out, this is some of the ways that stays in. I've always loved this one because, I mean, I don't know, Brad, it's because it's true. Which leads me into, how long have we been talking about this? Probably longer than we've been talking.
Probably longer than the old Zuck.
Right, longer than Zuck. Almost, I would say, if Scott's listening, I think, Scott, when did we make this? This is like definitely January, beginning of the year. I'm pretty sure. But we've kind of been telling you that, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to really follow the market, to be a student of the market, right, you must be prepared to battle on the ground and on your feet. You know, the market is a mixed martial arts sport, whereas most investors don't even know it's a, you know, a combat sport. They think it's a bus ride. Hey, put me on the mutual fund bus. Rob me here, rob me there. I don't know what you're taking me for. I know what I'm not going to make is a lot of money, but hey, guess what? You know what I get to do there is I get to not make any decisions. So that's all great. So the point here is, guys, we're trying to nurture you and guide you through the challenges of the stock market by not just selling you new indicators. In fact, there's an interesting thing about that, Brad. I'm going to discuss the fact that we don't even sell any indicators. That's the best part. There are no indicators here. But approach. In other words, understand that half of the potential gains are possibly on the downside. Very important to know. Very important information. October 20th, you get an opportunity to meet the team. Myself, Brad, Scott, everybody at Trade Ideas, we're going to be doing an event at a facility here. It's a brand new one. And it's October 20th, and we're going to have 3 featured speakers and more professionals that are going to be giving their take on what's going on, not only in the market today, but specifically what approach one must take to be able to win. And this is a psychological aspect of it, which is why Dr. Brett Steenbarger, who is an expert at this, is really the keynote speaker of this conference. We are talking about the fact that performance, whether it's in any sport, but in the stock market as well, is one of those things that must be mastered at a psychological level. You're going to have days where you have good luck. You're going to have days when you have bad luck. But it's very important to systematically approach those days emotionally at an even keel. And this is what we talk about, because when you let emotions guide logical thinking, you tend to overreact or not react in time. Either of those things are very detrimental to your success and the ability to capture returns in the market. So this is an opportunity to listen to our 3 key speakers, Brian Shannon, Brett Steenbarger, and J.C. Parrots, and many other very high-value panelists. It's sold out, but there is the live stream link, and it's right there. Okay, so there's so much going on. I almost can't take it, Brad. There's too much.
You've updated your imagery.
What?
I see you've updated your imagery.
Well, I don't. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I've updated. Brad, don't insult me. Mark Zuckerberg couldn't have gotten into the slide if I didn't update the imagery.
All right.
Kind of like cleaned house on your stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, so important. You are in the best Trade Ideas Q&A webinar that's ever been, because there's so much to show you, and none of it has to do with indicators. So first of all, everybody, can you see my mouse moving around? Mouse?
Yes, yes. I see your mouse.
Okay. Brad had before said, and I'm just reiterating the beginning of the presentation. Remember we talked about Facebook? So this is the Facebook stock. This is July, August, okay? And the news that was coming out like, really, Brad, that stuff was around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, no, it was breaking out when this news was coming out.
Yeah. And look what has happened since then, since we have been telling you about this. And again, it goes much deeper, but I'm just telling you that it's so important to have good information in the market. Harry, don't be upset with me patting myself on the back, only because I'm just trying to tell you to listen. You know, it's important to listen.
It's going to be hard, Harry, not to be patting on the back today. There's so much great stuff to show you.
Yeah, exactly. But look at this move. This is the stuff that you know, kind of, this is the big wave riding. Brad, you and I have talked about Mr. Laird Hamilton. We talked about something called when in doubt, don't paddle out. We're going to explain what's going on there. But these 3 things, so everyone who's paying attention, okay, everyone who's paying attention, understand this is a big move. There's some ruffled feathers happening right now.
Yeah, that's a daily, by the way, in the upper right-hand corner, that's a daily spider chart. So the spiders are a representation ETF of the S&P 500.
Right, so the spiders just broke through basically all of August, and we're now erased, you know, consider 5 months of S&P movement, because 5 plus 12, you know what I mean? If we were closing here, it's important to see. Big move, but more importantly for you guys, notice what you're seeing here on the channel bar. There's a new channel, and it's called OMNI. Okay, OMNI. What is OMNI? OMNI is Holly Trismagistus. Brad, if you're an occult scientist like I am, you know that majesty of the 3 hollies together in one place. That feature was not available before, but it is available now. So there's a couple of things that you should all be seeing. Number 1, Brad, what's going on? And I'm going to show this to you in different ways too. Come on, PowerPoint thingy.
So let me qualify this while you're searching for your mouse. I mean, it's available to us, and I expect by the end of the week we'll have a version, if not tomorrow, a version for you guys.
Right, but Barry's also been kind of showing this in the room. So there are people who, everyone's kind of aware of what's going on, but I'm showing you what it actually looks like. Right, Brad? That's the.
Yeah, well, you still actually have your PowerPoint on.
I know that.
Okay.
But it's okay because, well, right. I guess, okay. Let me jump off the Holly PowerPoint and get right into the software here. Guys, so this is the actual software. And before we jump into some cool stuff, again, I'm moving my mouse off of the PowerPoint presentation. So out of the 3 channels today, let me go over here real quick. The S&P today alone lost 3%. That's probably the biggest move the S&P's had in one day in a long time, right, Brad?
Yeah, no, pretty solid. You can see that by the daily bars on the chart, right?
Yeah, I've not seen it. So what you will see, of course, is that, look at this right here. Gain of $6.56 if you were trading 1 share. Okay. How did those gains happen, Brad?
A lot of shorts.
Didn't we cover that at the beginning of the PowerPoint? What we told you also, guys, is that the way that our AI works is through the nature of statistics. And by the way, while I'm still paying attention, I don't know if there could ever be a better short right here. I think Holly shorted the whole high on Merck. My God.
Certainly grabbed that candle.
Oh, my God. When I saw that, I was like, wow. If you can now get stopped out of something like that, have mercy. But
look at the risk reward too. You know, when you're looking at something like that, that stop was fairly close for an expensive stock like that.
Yeah, but look at these percentages. I mean, no surprise because so much volatility on the downside. But here's the thing, guys. Was Holly steering you in the right direction? That's what you want to ask yourself. So trade ideas, the company you're with, the people that you're listening to, the technology that we are providing. Notice that we said, look, first of all, and this is so cool, by the way. Number 1, we're showing you that there's no emotional attachment from us or our software to any directional bias because we approach it mathematically. We're excited about, like, see like how you can tell from my voice. I mean, aside, of course, it feels good to have been right about all the social media stuff and what was going on because I appreciate getting good information, right, Brad? Anybody does.
You bet, yeah.
That's just a fact. But at the same time, you can't rest on that kind of BS. You have to continuously perform, right? We didn't, you know, that kind of stuff is helicopter information, whereas the details, shorting Wi-Fi, you know, shorting Merck or LGIH, IBP, these are situational awareness things. And the question is, who is bringing this to you? Notice like how our technology and the service that we provide, our approach to the market is that we're not sitting there debating, is it a bull market or a bear market? We don't care. We're like, guys, here's what's lining up right now.
Great example of that, Dan, is in Holy Grail, I think, with the 27% long mover in ACRX. So, you know, even in the midst of a strong down move of the market, it's finding these incredible opportunities to the upside. And
notice where they were, right? What I love about that is this goes towards, Brad, what you and I talked about so much, which is, what are you paying attention to? You know, you can pay attention to Dow Jones, you can pay attention to Reuters, you can pay attention to, I don't know, Tim Sykes, for all I know. I don't know. I can't. I'm not in your mind. I don't know what you are going to be paying attention to. But what I am telling you is that we have created what we believe 100% is the only thing that you really need now in the stock market. Because we've removed all the superficial things, the indicators, the volume alerts, the watching the S&P. It's doing it all. That's the beauty. And I don't know, Brad, was I talking to you yesterday where we were joking around and I said, imagine if Kobe Bryant was playing basketball against little people.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you. I was making myself laugh there. That's what we have here, guys. And I am totally serious. Kobe Bryant is playing against little people in the stock market. Why? Because little people are emotional. They make their own decisions. I mean, this is just the little people that we are competing against. I mean, forget the mutual funds. I mean, this is like a whale that's dead that sharks are like feeding off of. Like, you know, you can't move it. It's like a tanker of fat. Forget that. I'm talking about like other investors, other people who, you know, the other people around the world who are making their own decisions and potentially are excited about it. You're still Kobe Bryant and they are the little people. And that isn't even a trying to demean that. It's just that from an ability point of view, Brad, you know what I'm saying? Because you could have a little guy shooting the hell out of free throws and stuff, you know, but it's going to be hard to play center.
Yeah, for sure.
Through pure limitations of what you can do. And that's why that metaphor is so powerful here in this Q&A, because guys, Holly is doing all the things that you can do. What you want to, can I tell you a secret? Is everyone ready for the big reveal? Spoiler, Brad.
I'm ready.
I know you don't know. Scott, Bradbury, they never know. Half of them got earplugs in right now. The big reveal is this. Those that can take all of the Holly trades over time will do better than those that cannot.
I knew that.
I know, big fella. My tone scares you.
It's scary.
But Brad's cowardly. You should see him on the first tee. But man, he sure can get cowardly in a presentation. But guys, that's the point of this beautiful thing here. You know, now the question is really applied capital. That's it. I mean, theoretically speaking, if you were, you know, if Robinhood wasn't fake business and you could actually trade for free, which you can't, you could theoretically, you know, just trade Holly at like 5 shares potentially, right? If it was really purely free, and then just trade against the spread and, you know, the positions. Otherwise, in the real world, you know, you got to apply your own real capital, and potentially you may not have the capital to get all of the best trades. But that's where another interesting thing comes in, Brad. Remember what we said, and we've said this many times. Early bird gets the worm in the stock market. Look at this right here, Brad. You know, it's not like there wasn't one of these things either. This little SDPI guy.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, so people ask us, why, Dan, do you guys want to automate the Holly stuff? Is that so you can be better at catching this? Like, you know, catching it somewhere around here, though it ended here. My goodness gracious. Right, Brad? I mean, still nice entry point, but look at what you could have. I mean, what a beautiful 12%er that's only hidden by the 27%er. On the long side, Bradley Cooper, not Cooper, you're Williams. God, that
I understand the mix-up, I do.
You're so handsome, Brad. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, now you're about to see something that Brad and I have never ever done before in a presentation. Brad, are you ready to do it?
I'm ready, but the real question is, are you ready?
I am scared, but I am ready.
Don't
Everybody hold me. You know who's really excited? I think Barry.
Barry has no idea.
Barry has no idea what's going on, and possibly Scott either. All right, let's rock this. Brad, what do I do?
All right, so like you said initially, you are, well, all the data that we're giving you right here is hypothesizing that we're trading one share of each one of these signals coming through. So we want to kind of make it a little bit more human right now. So for the first thing that you're going to want to do is go up to Tools and then Options. And we have Holly as a little option here in the bottom left-hand corner. Select that. Now you can go ahead and really define how she's going to be trading. Is she going to be trading, say, $5,000 per trade, $2,000 per trade, or 100 or 300 shares per trade?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Right. What's this?
Yeah, hit save. Just hit save. That's the development version. There you go. So based on that assumption of trading each one of these signals at 300 shares per signal, this is how it would look, and it translates it for you here in real time so that you can now see a direct translation of how much what your profit and loss would be in real life.
So not only that, but because I'm handicapped, since I'm not as skilled as Brad, I'm missing a component here, aren't I, Brad? Or am I?
No, what are you missing?
No, I'm not. What I'm missing is just a silliness. I want people to understand now that these numbers in the risk on, sorry, I didn't mean miss. What I'm saying is these numbers are now risk on profit are adjusted to this. And by the way, Brad, you should probably bust in a $sign here. That's what was getting me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
So, and same here. Like now, all of these things are really more dollar. Do you guys see like how we do stuff? We just make stuff up on the fly. But no, but just pointing that out. So, and this is why it means so much here. So if you were able to trade these at 300 shares, this is what you would have made. I'm going to go to New, Tools, Options. Let's go here and just, again, make it 100 shares. Because I don't have that much money. So do you see like now how like your expectation, now obviously here this would not account for any of the spread or the moving from risk on or to risk off, and we're going to get that for you, by the way. I mean, not here, not on the display. The display is exactly what it is, but as what you are seeing here and why this is so critical, and by the way, Scott's never seen this and neither has Barry. Guys, what we're getting ready is for the big, big, big reveal. And so, Brad, this is why I really kind of want to pause here for everybody and let you guys think about what you're seeing. The fact that soon these data points are going to be following you around. In other words, once you decide what this is, at the end of the day, it will be recorded so that you'll be able to know, okay, well, with my settings, you know, this is how my Holly would have done for me with what I set for her, etc. Now we're going to do one more change so you can see it. We'll change it to a dollar amount.
Tools.
Tools, yes, Brad. Right, here you go. So, Brad, give me a dollar amount that.
Yeah, do you like $5,000?
He's a heavy hitter.
Not really. That's not a huge size.
So here you go.
Actually, if you actually scroll over to the right on your, you basically have a column that's hidden on the right-hand side. So this is telling you what the equivalent shares would be. It's gonna have the same parity that we have inside of Brokerage Plus, because you have the same option when you're automating this stuff to decide, are you doing it by a certain number of shares per trade or a certain dollar value.
Oh, very good. Let me move that here, move that there, and move this here so that everyone is on the same page. How awesome. So you guys see all of that, right? Okay, so remember now, because I got to tell you, because there's some of you guys here that aren't even doing it, but I want to tell you what's going on and how this cool company called Traded is about to blow up in like this gigantic way. The countdown has started. It's the final countdown, Brad. Today is the 10th of October, and right now through November 15th is when you are able to get Brokerage Plus, which is what we're going to start talking about in 1 second, and get it for free because it's still in beta mode. And Brokerage Plus is the thing that makes it possible for you to go right-click and trade this at IB, but soon other brokers are coming. And the most important thing to Brokerage Plus is that Brokerage Plus is going to allow you to automate, Holly, when we bring that functionality online. So this is why it's kind of an amazing stuff that you're listening to, but here are the tactical chess that's important for you, the consumer. Number one, and this is maybe the most important part. Right now, if you are not a premium subscriber to, first of all, if you are a premium subscriber to Trade Ideas, I'm shaking your hand. Congratulations, you've done the right thing. However you did it, I don't know, but why? But you are at the right place at the right time. Thank you. Good job. Keep going. Follow us. We're doing lots more stuff. If you are on the basic version, also congratulations. You've done really well. I'm really going to suggest that you upgrade right now to premium because premium allows you to get this for free. This meaning the access to Brokerage Plus. And the reason you are seeing it kind of all split up here is that in order to trade everything, right, you've got to be able to split it all up. So this is almost like scaffolding into how we build stuff. Therefore, it is very important to take advantage of this opportunity because it ends on the 15th of November. What's going to happen after that? After that, we are taking only 1,000 new people to be able to purchase Brokerage Plus for $1,100 as an add-on to your premium subscription. Now that add-on is a one-time fee. So you purchase it, it's yours, you have it, but that's after, but we're taking, again, just deposits for that because there's so much demand, and I'm just gonna really kind of explain why the demand is there. These things that you're seeing here, the percentages, what we're doing, because this cannot be faked. You either can do it or you cannot do it. Since we do it, we show people that we do it, and we also talk about the fact that obviously it's not all just about the call calling. It's about the risk management, which is embedded inside. John, very good question about the deposits. Scott, I think, has more of that information, and he might even maybe discuss that in the email following up on this presentation. So very soon, I mean, again, there's very big demand. We think that this 1,000 could go as quick as 1 week because, guys, come on, you know, who else is doing what you are seeing? That's really the cool thing. And now this becomes personal to all of you. You know, that's what I love about this. I love that you can really say to yourself, who am I? What is my real amount? What do I really spend? By the way, Brad, maybe you can explain what is risk based on stop loss.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't ask me that. I was
kind of hoping you wouldn't have put it there.
Well, I mean, you can kind of see what it's trying to do there. If there's a stop loss in there, based upon what that value is, we're going to have a setting, you know, to do that. But I don't know what to tell you right now.
Okay, so it's just work in progress. So Gary, glad Gary's asking a question. So Brokerage Plus is free right now to everyone who is a premium subscriber. So if you subscribe to us and you're subscribing to us and continuing to subscribe, it's free. But once November 15th arrives, we are taking it out of beta. and we're going to start charging for it, at which point, again, the first 1,000 is going to be at $1,100, the next 1,000 at 33, and we might do 2,000 of those, and then it goes to 5,500. And that's just the nature of the beast. So you guys literally heard it all the spoilers, Brad. 1,100, 3,300, 5,500, and you guys may ask yourself, man, 5,500, I can't believe it's so expensive. Is it for a car? So here you are putting $1,100 into every single trade. Brad, is a $5,500 car that gets you this kind of stuff expensive?
Not on a daily basis, right?
I don't think so. So, guys, this is what's going on. I mean, we are pushing the envelope. There's less and less need for you to tinker and more need for you to just work with the continuing education. Bring yourself up to speed as fast as possible on what's going on. I love this slide. This kind of talks about the automation, 1K, 1.1K. This is what's happening because of what you guys are saying. This is a brokerage plus. This is what it looks like. Okay. Waleed, I'm not sure if Waleed is making a statement or a question. You can trade the Holly alerts already, but you have to do it manually. So like you see an alert, right click, and then send it. We're automating all of that stuff and the risk management and stuff like that. Yeah, David, we moved it up because there's just so much demand, and we've kind of like, I mean, think about how long we've had it out there too. Just judging by where we are and how fast things are moving, you know, just something that we see that we're going to do. And again, I think we're doing our best to communicate everything that we could possibly communicate. You know, it's sometimes just a matter of life and timing, but you already know, so it's all good. But this is what Brokerage Plus looks like, again. And by the way, guys, to the tune of Brokerage Plus, we may become a brokerage at some point, especially if and when possibly we go public, which could also be happening. So, showed you guys a lot of stuff, okay? Our dear friend and compadre, Barry Anderson, who is the head moderator of our trading room, which has more and more people in it every day, Barry, so congratulations. Very good stuff happening there. But again, for good reason, because it's just a win-win all around. Barry is going to be showcasing some of this stuff with the money, because Barry has access to that version, right, Brad? I think Barry does. So you'll be able to see that already. I really encourage you to go to Barry's trading room. The link is up there in the title, trade-ideas.com/trading room. And the reason we call it Barry's trading room is because Barry really has created kind of, he's like the Walter Cronkite of, you know, trading. Might even call him Walter, who knows? But great way to window shop, see how other people do it. There's a beautiful meritocracy that also adds value by being able to answer questions. There's sharing, all the good things that you would want to do. Susanna, if you shoot an email to info@trade-ideas.com, one of our support people will be more than happy to upgrade you. So again, Barry's Trading Room, very important way to continue or begin your interaction with Trade Ideas. Now, this is just a reiteration of the fact that we've got our event, and because we're an online company, everyone, that it's an opportunity for you guys to meet us in person. That's why we do it. That way, it's not hidden. You can see who we are, how we are, that, you know, we're people just like you, very passionate about what we do, the stock market, and want to do everything that we can to help the little guy win, because we are still the little guy and always have been. So this is our event. Please check that out. Myself and my good friend Jamie, and sometimes other guests, we do a podcast on Friday, and man, we have been slaying it. Just like, again, it goes back to that Facebook slide. We have been telling you this, guys, for a long time. And you guys know this, so if you want to hear it, like if you want to hear it from Jamie and I when we find out about it, tune into the podcast. We get lots of good reviews, and it's just a way to, again, communicate in a different tone. So I think that is it. Let me see, there's one more slide. Oh, sorry, I forget. There's a couple more slides. This is our, I'm so excited about what we do. I keep forgetting we're a subscription-based service, guys. Brad, see, I forgot about that. This is how much our service costs. It's the price of a Starbucks or a good Subway lunch for artificial intelligence that gets you ACRX. You know, $5,500 seems pretty cheap to me, actually. Promo code Spooky Savings gets you 15% off the first month or a year off of Trade Ideas. And guys, right now you are getting Trade Ideas Pro Premium that includes Brokerage Plus for free. For free. We are very active on social media. If you're not afraid, follow me at Trade Ideas 1, but be prepared to be shocked. And our corporate account at Trade Ideas for the good old-fashioned corporate communication. Please like us on Facebook. Should you have any questions, please answer them at info@trade-ideas.com. I mean, send them to, and we will answer them, of course. I think that's it. Scott, is there anything else? Did I miss anything?
No, that's good. Just everyone who wants to watch the October 20th event live, remember to go to trade-ideas.com/livestream and sign up so that you get the updates about how to watch it. We'll be sending you the appropriate links and all that detailed information a little bit closer to the date. And when you're signed up for that, you'll also get links to the archive of the entire event immediately as soon as they're available. So it's a smart thing to do if you're interested in the content. And it's going to be a great show. Lots of good speakers. Good stuff.
Yep. All right, everyone. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. Take care.
Good.
Bye, everybody.